After a stormy winter session of the Parliament, both the houses have been adjourned indefinitely. Rajya Sabha Chairman Venkaiah Naidu referred to unruly scenes and said that the performance of the House was below expectation. He said it could have been better and that everyone has to introspect what went wrong. Lok Sabha Chairperson Birla said that over 18 hours and 48 minutes were wasted due to disruptions. Opposition leaders read the preamble of the Constitution near the Gandhi statue as a mark of protest and opposition suspension of the MPs too. Earlier, battle lines were drawn over Aadhaar voter ID link bill and raising women's age for marriage bill. Opposition called them infringement on voters' right to privacy and choice.
I am not happy to share with you the House functioned much below its potential. I urge all of you to collectively and individually reflect and introspect if this session could have been different and better. I don't want to speak elaborately on the course of this session, as it would lead to me to make a very critical view. Statistics regarding various aspects of functioning of the House during this session will be released to media to wider dissemination.
वर्तमान सत्र में कार्य के लिए आवंटित कुल समय में से व्यवधान के कारण 18 घंटे 48 मिनट का समय व्यर्थ हुआ.
First of all, they should run the House. Unless they allow the House to function smoothly, तो हम क्या करें? हम तो हमारे लोग चर्चा किया है, बीजेडी वाले चर्चा किया है, वाईएसआरसीपी वाले चर्चा की है, ऐसे बहुत लोग चर्चा की है, बहुत पार्टियां भाग लिया है चर्चा में.
Stormy is now joining us for the very latest. Stormy, if you could walk our viewers through the opposition allegations of the government high-handedness in the storm that is taking place in the winter session of the Parliament.
Well, the opposition, of course, as you know, protested throughout the winter session of Parliament, especially after the 12 members of Parliament in the first instance were suspended from the Rajya Sabha on the very first day of the winter session of Parliament. This was a month-long session, a little less than a month, and you saw that the opposition protested every day inside the Parliament, calling for a revocation of the suspension of those 12 parliamentarians. They, of course, insisted that the chair revoke that suspension because they believe that it was not as per procedure, because the acts that were being alleged against them were from the previous session, from the monsoon session of Parliament. Of course, the government was of the opinion, and the chair was of the opinion, that if the parliamentarians concerned apologize, then they would be allowed back into the House, but they refused to apologize. So they, of course, the 12 MPs concerned from the Congress, TMC, Shiv Sena, CPI and CPM continue to protest at the Gandhi statue in Parliament for the entire session, and the opposition, of course, the collective opposition raised their voice for them inside both the houses of Parliament, specifically, of course, the Rajya Sabha. In the Lok Sabha, of course, we saw a lot of angry opposition members, of course, demanding discussion on various issues, including inflation, including, of course, COVID-19, and then, of course, demanding the resignation of Union Minister Ajay Mishra Teni over the Lakhimpur Kheri violence and the SIT report.
All right, Stormy, thanks so much for joining us with the very latest details on this.